Hi, welcome to Jurisage Academy's YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be discussing important case laws for the month of May 2023. We have also made videos starting from this year in which you can also check out other important cases month-wise. This is especially relevant for people who are preparing for CLAT PG examination. So let's start with the video and see what cases have been important in the month of May. So coming to the first important judgment, we have the case of Government of NCT of Delhi versus Union of India. This is a very important five-judge bench decision in which the Supreme Court was interpreting Article 239AA of the Constitution of India. So this was about the power of the Government of Delhi and the power of the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi and the powers that are exclusive to him. So in this judgment, the court has said that NCT of Delhi has legislative and executive power over administrative services in the National Capital Territory, excluding matters of public order, police and land. So these matters are excluded by Article 239AA because they fall in entries 1, 2 and 18 of the second list. So in this case, the court has held that the Lieutenant Governor is bound by the decision of the Delhi government over services apart from these three areas. So in this judgment, the Supreme Court has not agreed with the view that the court has taken earlier in a 2018 judgment, which gave supremacy to the powers of the Lieutenant Governor. Now, coming to the second important judgment, we have the case of Subhash Desai versus Principal Secretary, Governor of Maharashtra and others. This is also a very important five-judge bench decision in which the issue was with respect to the Eknath Shinde and the Uddhav Thackeray government in Maharashtra last year. So in this case, the court has held that the decision of the governor to call for a floor test based on the rebellion of Eknath Shinde-led faction was incorrect because the governor did not have any objective material on the basis of which he could have doubted the confidence in the incumbent government. However, the Supreme Court has refused to restore the Uddhav Thackeray government because it cannot be ordered as Mr. Thackeray resigned on his own without facing the floor test. Before moving further, we have courses for CLAT PG and other LLM entrance exams as well. So if you're interested, you can check them out from the website or you can call on the number given on your screens. Now coming to the third very important case, the judgment is of the Animal Welfare Board of India versus Union of India. In this important five-judge bench decision, the Supreme Court has upheld the constitutionality of the state amendments to the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. So under this law, the Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Maharashtra government have amended it to allow animal sports like Jallikattu, Kambala and bull cart racing in these states. Earlier in the year 2014, in the same judgment, the Supreme Court has said that the practice of Jallikattu is unconstitutional. So in furtherance of that, the state legislatures have amended this Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act, and these amendments have been held to be constitutional by the court in this case. The court has held that these amendments are not exercise of colorable legislations, as the state legislature also has power under the concurrent list under entry 17 of the 7th schedule to make amendments to this law. Coming to the fourth important case, we have the judgment of Society for the Rights of Backward Communities versus Janhit Abhiyan. In this important five-judge bench decision, the Supreme Court has dismissed the review petition filed against the EWS judgment, in which the Supreme Court has upheld the constitutional validity of EWS reservation. Moving on to the fifth judgment, we have the case of Shilpa Sailesh versus Varun Srinivasan. This is an important judgment on family law. Again, a constitutional bench judgment in which the Supreme Court has clarified the law with respect to irretrievable breakdown of marriage. The court has said that the Supreme Court can invoke powers under Article 142 to grant divorce on the ground of irretrievable breakdown of marriage, which is yet to be statutorily recognized. The court has also said that the mandatory cooling off period for mutual consent divorce under the Hindu law can also be waived by the Supreme Court using the power of Article 142. Coming to the next important case, we have the judgment in All India Judges Association versus Union of India. In this case, the Supreme Court has refused to order that 50% of High Court judges should be recruited from judicial services itself. The court has said that the ratio between judges from the district judiciary and from the bar should be maintained at least 1:3 ratio. Coming to the next judgment, we have Aurelion Fernandez versus State of Goa. In this important two-judge bench decision, the Supreme Court has given some very important directions for the proper implementation of the POSH Act. The Supreme Court has directed all the governments, statutory bodies, universities to ensure that ICCs are constituted under the POSH Act in all of these institutions. Lastly, we have the judgment in Union of India versus Deloitte, Haskins and Sells LLP. In this important two-judge bench decision, the Supreme Court has upheld the constitutional validity of Section 140, Clause 5 of the Companies Act, which deals with removal, resignation of auditor, and giving of special notice. The Supreme Court has held that this provision is neither discriminatory, arbitrary, or violative of Articles 14, 19 of the Constitution of India. So this brings us to the end of our monthly update of Supreme Court cases. If you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.